Hello everyone at verbling.com. Welcome to another English class brought to you by verbling.com. Verbling.com is where you can connect and practice with a native speaker instantly. My name is Geoff Watson. I am originally from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, but I am speaking to you from South America. I currently live and work in the country Chile, in their big capital city, Santiago. And so this hour, we are going to be doing some reading, and the focus, as always, the focus will be to read the article and to understand the information that is contained in the article, and then to share and discuss your ideas and opinions about the information that is in the article. I can see in the chat box that people have already downloaded the document that we are going to be reading. It's called File GW38. Let's see if the chat box is working. File GW38. Yes, it's working. Great. And so what I would like to do is to ask people to introduce themselves. And the question I would like to ask is, do you like seafood? Do you like eating seafood, which is fish or shellfish? And how often do you eat seafood? What do you buy? And is it expensive? Yeah. And Feng Ho, are you there? Feng Ho, are you there? Feng Ho, you need to keep your microphone muted. Let's see if, no. Feng Ho, are you there? Please turn off your microphone. Feng Ho, are you there? Please turn off your microphone. And for the other people, we're hearing some echo. So what people need to do is, if they can please close the Verbling window. You're in the Google Hangout. So Joan, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes. I'm sorry, but two things, please. During the class, please keep your microphone muted or silenced. And it's very important for students to use headphones or earphones to avoid an echo. And
okay.
Thank you. Great. So let's start by saying hello to Beer Noi. Hello. Are you there? Feng Ho. Feng Ho, are you there? Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to eject you from the class. I'm very sorry. Okay, so Bear Noi, are you there? Okay, we don't hear from you, and so I'd like to go to Diego. Hello, Diego, welcome.
Hello, Geoff.
Please introduce yourself, and do you like seafood?
Hi, my name is Diego. I'm from Spain, from Salamanca. Yes, I like seafood. I like it so much. My father sells seafood.
Ah, really?
So I eat good seafood.
Yeah, the best.
Good quality.
And how much of it is live or wild caught or harvested from the ocean, and how much of it has been farmed?
Really, I don't know.
Okay. All right. And what types of seafood do you like to buy and eat?
Tuna,
Okay.
salmon, and I don't know the names in English.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. So we'll actually have to have students do some Googling of the names that you know. But yeah, salmon, tuna, and other seafood. Sorry?
Shrimps? I don't know
clams. Yeah, maybe you can put it in the the chat box for us. Great. I'm going to move on to Imad. Imad, hello, welcome.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I'm Imad. I'm from Syria. And about seafood, I like seafood, only fishes, as long as it doesn't contain a lot of thorns, because I think thorns is very annoying for me. But I usually like it.
Lots of bone?
Thorns, yeah. Thorns. Thorn.
Oh, okay. Now, thorns.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, but what do you mean by that? Some fish that have spikes or thorns on them?
Yeah, spikes. Yeah.
Okay. All right, great.
If it contains a lot of these spikes or thorns, I will never eat it at all. But I usually like it, like opposite how it tastes.
Yeah, okay. And do you know where the seafood comes from? And also, is it wild seafood from the ocean, or has it been farmed?
I think because I'm not living in the coastal side, my country is way away from the sea. Don't have that experience, but most of the cases we have it from farms or kind of frozen fishes, not fresh one.
Yes, okay. So frozen seafood.
Yeah.
Which can be very good quality. So yeah. All right. Thank you. I'd like to go on to Emmanuel. Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Please call me Geoff.
Hello, Geoff. Hello, Geoff. So my name is Emmanuel. I'm from Congo. About seafoods, yeah, I like seafoods, and in my country we have a kind of fish called Thompson. So it's very tasty and good for us.
And now, is this from the ocean or from fresh water?
No, it's from the ocean because a part of my country is just nearby the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, and then this is being fished by local people?
Yeah. These fishes are fished by local people. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, thank you. And I'm going to go on to Ismail. Hello, Ismail. How are you?
Fine, thanks, Geoff. Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am Ismail from Turkey. I do like seafood very much, Geoff. I grew up in a small fisher village. My village was a half island in the lake, and when I was swim in the lake, I was catching some crayfish, and with my friends we were boiling them in a cap, and we were eating them all together. But the pollution died out all the crayfish. We couldn't find any crayfish now in the lake, and I am living now in a big city, and I try to eat 1 or 2 times in the weeks, but my wife don't like seafood.
She doesn't.
She doesn't like
Yeah. Okay.
the
So
smell of. She doesn't like the smell of the seafood.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That can be strong when you're boiling it. So
Yes.
I put in the chat box. We used to boil them in a pot, and the term that we use in English is that unfortunately the pollution killed off the crayfish. Yeah. That's
Yes.
too bad. All right. And Johnny, hello, welcome. Johnny, are you there? Okay, we don't hear you, Johnny, so I'm going to go on to Joan. Hello, Joan.
Hi, Geoff. I am from Barcelona, and here we really like seafood. Nowadays, the most amount of seafood is produced in farms, in sea farms. Seafood, wild seafood is better, but the most quantity of seafood is produced in a farm.
Right. Now, and so what type of seafood do you like to buy specifically?
All seafood, shrimps, cod,
Okay.
salmon, and a lot of seafood. I don't remember. I don't know his names in English.
Okay. Their names.
Here we have a lot of kind of seafood.
Okay. No, great. Thank you. Welcome. And Julissa, hello.
Hi, yeah. Nice to be in your class again. Hello,
Well, thank you.
everybody.
Nice to have you here.
I'm Julissa from Peru. And I think this is a coincidence because the last week I traveled to visit my grandparents. And then we went to, for the first time, we went to a place where they prepare shrimps. And they raise the shrimps in this place. So I had the chance to see some seafood animals and they raise them there.
That's the correct verb. Yeah, to raise them. Yeah. And
Yes.
just in English, shrimp is irregular. So we have one shrimp or two shrimp. It doesn't matter.
1, 2. Oh, okay.
It's usually just referred to as shrimp. So you would say there are 4 shrimp on the plate.
We can use it as plural, shrimps.
Yes. Well, no S
No.
though. Not usually. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
you saw how the shrimp were being raised. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, we couldn't see them, but they are in some pools. But we could try them. They were very delicious. Yes.
Okay. Great. Excellent. And then I'd like to say hello to Marie. Hello, Marie. Hello, are you there? Marie?
Yes, my
good.
mic was mute.
No, that's fine. Thank you. Please
Yeah, Mary
go ahead.
France. And yes, we talk about seafood.
Yes.
What do I have to say?
Yeah. Do you like seafood? And if so, how many times a week do you buy it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, I do like seafood, but I prefer it when it's cooked. Because some people prefer it raw.
Good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's I don't know. It's going. How to say? I don't know. It's okay. It's all.
Sorry. Okay. All right. So you prefer cooked seafood? I think most people prefer cooked seafood. And is it expensive?
Yeah, it's expensive in restaurants or the market.
Okay. Definitely. All right. Great. And hello, Feng Ho. Hello. Welcome. Are you there? Okay, we don't hear you, Feng Ho, but hopefully you have your microphone working. And somebody has Diego has asked me about the pronunciation of shrimp with the SHR, shrimp. All right. So great. And I'd like to. I think that's everybody. Johnny, are you there? Johnny? Okay, so we don't hear from you, Johnny, and so what I'd like to do is to open up the screen share, and let's start reading our article. This comes from Public Broadcasting Corporation website, PBS, and so let's start doing some reading and some discussing of the ideas. And so here we go. Okay, and Feng Ho, are you there? We really cannot hear you. Your volume is very low. Feng Ho? Oh, okay. Now, thank you, but we cannot hear you. See if you can improve your internet connection or your microphone. Yeah, I'm sorry, we really cannot hear you. I'm sorry. Please try to improve your sound, your microphone connection. Okay, so here we go. So then, Diego, could you please read the title and the first part of our text?
Yes. Is aquaculture really the hope for restoring our oceans? Overfishing, an ever-increasing demand for seafood, combined with technical advances that now power the international fishing fleet, have precipitated...
Somebody is reading?
Yes, we have somebody reading.
Do you hear me?
Yes, fine. Please go ahead, Diego.
Sorry. Have precipitated a global marine fisheries crisis. Fish populations... Sorry, the test has disappeared.
Oh, okay. Now I'm moving. Now I would like everyone to know that you can download the file that we are going to be reading from the verbling.com website. If you go to the live classes page and look for file GW38, then you will have the reading on your computer. Okay? And so what I'm going to do is go to Ahmad. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes. Could you please read this first part for us again?
Okay. An ever-increasing demand of seafood combined with technical advances that now power the international fishing fleet have precipitated a global marine fisheries crisis. Fish populations cannot reproduce fast enough to keep pace with the fishing effort.
Okay, great. Thank you. And so to keep pace is to continue at the same speed. Maybe some other people have a good example. Precipitated in this context really just means caused. They have caused a global marine fisheries crisis. And I have a picture here of one of the huge fishing boats that is capable of catching just enormous quantities of seafood. And they fish the world's oceans internationally. All right, so thank you. And so I think most people are aware of the fact that there is a fisheries crisis. Emmanuel, could you read this next portion of text for us, please?
Okay. The results of a long-term study conducted by a team of marine scientists recently concluded that 90% of the large fish species in the world's oceans have been fished out in the last 50 years. Most of the world's primary fisheries are either fully exploited or depleted. Farming the Seas examines the problems, progress, and potential of the global aquaculture industry, considered by many to be one of the best hopes for making up the shortfall.
Okay, great. And so we have some terms here. Sorry, I'm just going to go to the document. So then a shortfall is a lack of something, a shortage. There is not enough of something. Okay? And so you can say that really, you know, we're reaching a point where 90% of the large fish species have been fished out. Now, this does not mean that they have been driven to extinction, but just that the populations can no longer be fished. There are not enough large fish for people to catch. It does not provide food. The populations are too small. Okay, so any other questions? Right? So is aquaculture or sea farming the answer? Right, so let's go on to Ismail. Could you read this paragraph for us, please, Ismail?
Yes, Geoff. The hope for aquaculture. Fish farming has become the fastest growing food production industry in the world, and several approaches are being developed, some of which are generating considerable controversy and debate. To many scientists, it seems the industry is going into almost opposite directions. Some operations raise carnivorous fish, species of fish that require fish flesh and fish oil in their diets, and others raise herbivorous species that require mostly plant-based feeds.
Okay. Excellent, great job. Just carnivorous is the pronunciation, and herbivorous. You did a great job on that one. All right, and so in terms of species of fish or seafood, not necessarily fish that swim, but shrimp, for example, they either need fish flesh, which is meat, or oil, so feed that comes from animal sources, versus other species where the feed, which is what we say food for animals, the feed comes from plant sources. And just fish farming has become and then developed, a T sound at the end, developed. Okay, so great. Now let's move on. So we have the two sides, the two directions that the industry is going. All right. Johnny, are you there? Okay, I'm going to move on to Joan. Could you read this next selection for us, please?
Yes, yes, I am. I read. The second broad category also includes farms raising shellfish, the filter feeding mollusks and bivalves that obtain their nutrients from seawater. Part of the intense debate over aquaculture centered around the main volumes of fish that need to be caught in the ocean in order to feed carnivorous species like salmon.
Okay, great. And Joanne, could you please close the verbling.com window? Right now you're in the Google Hangout window, but could you please close the verbling.com window or go to that window and turn off the broadcast of this classroom? You have an echo happening in the background. Do you understand? So in the verbling...
I close microphone, no?
No, in the verbling.com window on your web browser, please go in and turn off the classroom, the transmission of the classroom. That will eliminate the echo that we hear in the background. The transmission of the classroom. That's an echo that we're hearing. The echo that we hear in the background. Okay, so I'm going to move on, Juan. And so just to cover the some of the pronunciation, and so really if we're talking about mollusks, these are shellfish. We call that. So mollusks and bivalves, these are just referred to as shellfish. Sorry, Joanne, I'm sorry. I'm going to ask you to keep your microphone muted until you can eliminate. No, but please eliminate the echo in the background.
Okay, I mute microphone.
The only window you need to keep open is the Google Hangout window. And so there we go. So shellfish, and so great. And part of the controversy is that in order to farm fish that eat meat, carnivorous species like salmon, you need to catch large volumes of fish from the ocean to feed the farmed fish. So that obviously has a huge impact. Julissa, could you please go on to the next section here?
Yes. Fish meal in aquaculture. What are the risks involved with catching fish to feed other fish? Most farm-raised carnivorous fish, including salmon and shrimp, are fed formulated feed pellets comprised of grain, fish meal, and fish oil. Many marine scientists are concerned about the immense volumes of wild ocean fish that must be caught to feed these farmed animals, a fact that also involves food safety issues for consumers.
Okay, great. So then here we go. Now we're talking about farm-raised fish. That's a good term to use. Then we also just say farmed fish. And as opposed to wild ocean fish, which is, these are wild animals in the ocean, okay, using fish meal, which is the bodies of the fish ground up into a paste. Okay, and so this is the controversy, that we have farmed fish, but they are eating huge amounts of wild ocean fish, and so that has a negative impact on the ocean. And so I'd like to go to Marie. Hello, Marie.
Yes.
Yeah. Could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay. Fish meal in aquaculture case study. Most fish meal and fish oil is manufactured from anchovies, sardines, capelin, and sand eels. And some of the fisheries that target these species are considered to be well manage,
Managed.
manage, but not all fish meal is sourced this way.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And we have the verb to source. So this means it is collected or obtained or gathered. Okay, so let's move on. And I think we'll go back and review some of these ideas a little bit a little bit later. And so we have Werdech. Are you there? Werdech.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you
welcome.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
I'm excited because it's my first class now.
Okay, excellent. Could you please read this next paragraph for us?
Well, I'm from Thailand.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. I will talk slowly now. Okay. In Thailand, most shrimp farmers buy less expensive fish meal products from marine life captured by local bottom trawlers, vessels like that drag heavy net along the seafloor, catching rich volumes of the unchecked marine life and at times damaging froggy seafloor habitat.
Okay, let me help you with the pronunciation here. So let's go back to produced. Produced.
Produce, yes.
Trawlers. These are the fishing boats that have nets.
It's called trawlers.
Yeah, trawlers that pull nets behind them. Vessels.
Vessels.
Fragile. And habitats. Okay, and so they're talking about getting fish meal by dragging heavy nets along the seafloor. And sometimes that damages the delicate or fragile seafloor habitats. Perhaps the coral or rocks or plants where the fish live. Okay, so that could have a negative impact. So we have some shrimp. So shrimp are carnivores, so they require fish meal or fish oil in their feed. So farming shrimp has an impact. Okay, so great, thank you. And I'm going to move on back to Bernoy. Are you there? Okay, we still don't hear from you. And so, Ahmad, are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Could you read the next paragraph, please?
Okay, no problem. There is a range of scientific opinion about exact conversion ratio, but most fisheries experts agree that the process of raising salmon and other carnivorous species consumes considerable more fish protein than it produces, adding more pressure on exploited ocean fish populations.
Okay, great. Excellent job. Considerably more.
Considerably
and then
more.
overexploited. Exploited. Perfect.
Exploited.
Yeah. All right. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to just stop reading here, and I would like to just ask people for their personal reaction to what we've read so far. And so we talk about fish farming being good, being helpful, but so far we have read that fish farming of species that require fish protein, fish meal, or fish oil have a negative impact. And so you can please comment on the material that's in the article or your own personal reaction. And so actually, if I can get Ahmad, could you start, please, by giving a personal reaction?
Yeah, I think if it really makes sense that we're raising carnivores fish and wasting some other species, but I think when we eat as usual, we as a human eat part of the fish, not all of it. So if we can feed our waste of meals to these fishes, it will be very fine. But otherwise, if we are catching another species to raise this kind of food, I think it's not working and it's not good.
Yeah, well, it doesn't sound sustainable, and you explained that very well. Emmanuel, do you have a reaction?
Yeah, so to me, raising carnivorous fishes in farms is not a good option because by doing this, there will be a waste of fishes, as given that carnivorous fishes requires fishes in the meals, so it won't be good for the wild animals, for the sea wild animals.
Yeah, right. Okay, great. And Ismail, do you have a reaction?
Yes, Geoff. At the beginning, I learned that the aqua farming is a best solution for high fish demand in the world. But when we go further, I learned that it's not a solution for the high fish demand in the world, because we have to kill some fish species to feed the farming fish species.
The farmed species.
It's not a good solution for a balance of the environment, for a sustainable fish culture.
Yeah, or industry. Yeah.
Yes.
No, excellent. Wow. Fantastic job. All three of you have expressed yourself using your own words. That's fantastic. Joan, a reaction or comment from you?
Yeah, I am not an expert, but I think that is farming fish is a good solution for the people can eat fish in a cheaper way. At the end, the problem is economical. Is cheaper than fish wild
than wild fish.
Than catch will fish. It's true that in farming fish, fish eat protein, flesh, meat.
Yes.
Meat, and oil of fish, and we have to balance extraction of sea and you know, to be able to conserve fish in the sea.
Okay, no, great, excellent. No, you said that perfectly. Now, just two things, Joan. It's very important to use headphones or earphones, and also Diego put some information in the Verbling chat box for you. Please look for the message.
Okay.
But Diego wrote in Spanish the instructions for closing the Verbling window. You still have the echo in the background.
Okay, it's better earphones, huh?
Yes, and please read the information that's typed in the Verbling chat box.
Okay,
Good.
Thank you.
And Julissa, a comment from you, please?
Yes. Well, first, there is a problem of the increasing demand for seafood. And I think one of the solutions for this problem was to start the aquaculture industry. But now the problem comes with the raising of carnivorous animals. What's the word? Carnivorous animals.
Yes, carnivorous animals. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think maybe a solution could be that instead of raising carnivorous seafood.
Well, and we often say, to avoid those words, we say meat eating or plant eating.
Yeah, maybe the aquaculture industry should focus on raising the plant eating seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, or maybe they could have a special pools to raise the fish that will be the food for the herbivorous ones.
So good.
So then they don't need to go to the sea to bring or to catch other species. Yeah.
If the feeder species are plant eaters, so they can raise the feed species by feeding them plants, and then feed the fish to the salmon, for example. Okay, great, excellent. Fantastic job, everybody. You're just like, your English is wonderful. And Feng Ho, hello. How are you? Feng Ho. Please.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
you hear
hello,
me?
welcome. Welcome.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we can.
Thank you so much.
No. And your sound is excellent. Please introduce yourself. Where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm Phương Ho. I'm from Vietnam. This is the first time I'm joining this your lecture, and it's so wonderful. I connect you.
Okay, no, good. And so, is fish farming popular in Vietnam? Is it common?
Yeah, fish farming is very popular in Vietnam, and you know I love seafood so much. I can eat anywhere, anytime.
Okay.
Okay.
And so, but fish, you're usually eating fish or other types of seafood?
Yes, I usually eat food and some other kinds of fish.
Okay. Oh, great. Thank you. Welcome. And I'd like to say hello to Suparat. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself. Where are you calling from?
Oh, yeah, I'm calling from Thailand.
Mm.
Yep, my nickname is Boat. You guys can call me Boat.
Boat.
B-O-A-T. Boat. Yep.
Oh, okay, Boat. Excellent. And so, do you eat a lot of seafood?
Yep, I eat a lot about seafood. I like to eat shrimp. Yep, and about shell. My favorite food is seafood. Yep.
Great. Okay. And I'm going to move on. So, Werdech, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Could you share with us your reaction to the article so far?
Sorry?
Could you share your ideas or opinions about the article?
Article.
About our topic?
I just came to last minute. I don't know all of them.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you. And I'll just say hello to Enrique. Enrique, hello. Enrique, you need to turn on your microphone.
Hello.
Okay, hello, Enrique.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
Now, you have an echo problem. So you need to use headphones or earphones, or you also need to close the verbling.com window. I'll come back to you later.
Let me try.
All right, let's continue with our reading. And so I believe it's your turn, Emmanuel. And so here we go. Sorry, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, could you continue with our reading here?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Sorry, let me bring it up on the screen. There we are.
Okay. Some scientists working with the aquaculture industry argue that raising carnivores has not increased the total volume of fish being officially targeted for producing fish meal and oil products, which are also used to feed swine, in brackets pigs, and poultry, in brackets chickens.
Yeah. Now, swine always refers to pigs, and poultry are the birds similar to chickens. And so chickens and turkey, for example. All right. So, and just could you repeat the point that the people are making there, Emmanuel?
Sorry?
Could you please repeat the information that was in that paragraph?
Yeah. Here, the paragraph is about the work that the aquaculture industry does. So I don't know if...
Okay, and then just specifically the information that's in that paragraph, what are the aquaculture industry people saying? And anyone can help. I just want to make sure that that people understand the point here.
I think they are just thinking of using chickens or kind of pigs to feed the carnivores fishes or species.
Okay, now that's very possible, Ahmad. Thank you, but I'm sorry, that's not really the information in the paragraph. But thank you so much. Now, someone else, I'll help you, and I love it when students participate and share their ideas.
What was the question?
Yes,
sorry.
Julissa, the information, what's the point? What's the information that was communicated in that last paragraph? Some scientists working with the aquaculture industry argue that raising carnivores or carnivorous fish has not increased the total volume of fish being officially targeted or harvested for producing fish meal and oil products, because farmers have always used fish meal and fish oil products to feed pigs and chickens. So,
I think it's clear that they argue that we already used fish meal and oil products to feed pigs and chicken. So if we use the same fish meal and oil products to feed carnivores, it will never affect the total volume of our consuming.
No, good. So they're saying that raising fish has not really increased the amount of small species that are being harvested or caught. Okay. All right. So one argument for the fish producing industry. Okay, but let's move on to this here. And so I think we are with Ismail. Could you please read this paragraph for us, Ismail?
Yes, Geoff. However, they acknowledge that the percentage used for aqua feeds is steadily growing, and at the current growth rate, the aquaculture industry will require volumes in excess of what the oceans can sustain. At the current growth rate of the industrial sector, farming carnivorous fish species, the United Nations FAO reports that fish population targeted for fish oil could be depleted by 2050.
Okay, and just the pronunciation of steadily growing.
Steadily growing.
Okay, so the situation currently might not be a huge problem, but aqua farming or aquaculture is the fastest growing food industry in the world. And so the United Nations, maybe that's fisheries and oceans, I'm not sure, they're saying that really this will not be sustainable for more than just a few years. Okay, great. And so let's move on to the next one. So Joan, let's bring up the next paragraph here. This next short paragraph, please.
Okay. Fish meal resources could be depleted by 2030. There is new evidence in some regions that biomass fisheries which capture ocean fish for fish meal have begun to destabilize the marine food web with negative impacts on marine wildlife.
Marine
wildlife.
And biomass.
Okay, thank you. Biomass.
Yeah. Okay, great. And then the marine food web. Could someone please explain what the marine food web is? Joan, do you know what they're talking about?
The marine food web is the whole food on the sea.
Right. So the interconnection between different species.
Okay, see.
Yeah, and we also say in English the food chain. I put that in the Verbling chat box. Okay, the food chain. All right, great, and thank you, Joan. You've eliminated your echo.
Geoff,
good work. Yes, Ismail.
Geoff, what does biomass fisheries mean?
Yeah. Now, I guess what they're just talking about is they're not catching fish for meat that is edible. It's just simply they want biological mass of animals, and so they're just simply catching volumes of living things. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Well, okay, so just simply they want to catch 2 tons of living creatures. They're not trying to produce meat for human consumption. They just want protein. They just want a huge amount of living organisms to turn into feed. Okay. And so, Julissa, could you read this next paragraph for us, please?
Yes. There are also food safety issues. Increasing levels of ocean pollution have begun to contaminate different types of seafood like tuna and swordfish with dangerous levels of mercury.
Okay, great. And just the W in sword is silent. We do not pronounce the W. Swordfish. Okay, and people are familiar with mercury. Okay, it's a metal that is liquid at room temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, and just if people could keep their microphones muted, please. We're getting some background noise. And I hope that I have some pictures here. So this is a tuna. And unfortunately, they're showing an accumulation of mercury. Mercury is one of the toxins, a toxic metal that accumulates over time. The levels continue to build up and build up over time, especially in these large animals. That's a swordfish. And could you read this, please, Julissa?
Okay. Pollution has also resulted in the contamination of fish meal and fish oil with PCBs and dioxins, which are known to cause cancer. These toxins tend to bioaccumulate at more dangerous levels in the fatty tissues of fish that are higher on the marine food chain, fish that eat other carnivorous fish.
Okay, great. And here's a photograph of some salmon. Okay. And so, right, now you can investigate some of these things individually, but PCBs and dioxins, I know, are one source is the pulp and paper industry. I know that that has been an issue in Canada. The factories that produce paper are releasing some of these dioxins and PCBs into the water. All right, and so I'd like to go on to Feng Ho. Could you please read this paragraph for us? Feng Ho, are you there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry,
Yes.
sir. I can't see the article.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You can download the article from the
Yes.
verbling.com website. Yes, okay. It's called File GW38. See if you can do that, and I'll move on
Could
to
you
both.
please repeat that?
Oh. Yes, I put the name of the file in the Verbling chat box. Yeah.
Okay, let me
go to
see.
Verbling.com website, live classes page, and the information for this class. Okay, and thank you. I'm going to move on to Boat. Could you read this paragraph for us? Boat,
Yep.
are you there?
Yep,
Great.
I'm here. The results of the comprehensive sampling of the farmed and wild salmon products in supermarkets across the United States and Europe has shown a much higher concentration of PCBs and dioxins in farm salmon. This is partly because while salmon naturally forage on the variety of marine life over a large area, much of which is lower on the marine food chain.
Okay, great.
Hi, mister. I want to read this paragraph.
Okay, I will come to you later, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
I read.
No, I will come to you later, sir. Thank you. And so just the idea with this is they're showing higher levels of these toxins in the farmed fish. All right, and so really we're out of time, and so what I'll have to do is end our class there. I'm sorry to everyone who's joining the class later. And just if I can finish the class, and I'll just talk to the students who have joined. So we are ending this class now, but thank you so much to the students who have participated, and I hope that you found this information interesting. If
Thank you very much,
could
sir.
please,
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
please,
Mister. Thank you very much.
thank you. And I'm sorry to the other students. And so, hello, sorry, Hars, are you there? Hars?
Thanks, Mister.
Yes, yeah. So please welcome, and I hope that you can join one of my other classes in the future.
Yes, yes. Thanks.
I'll be teaching in an hour.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, great. And Juan Sebastian, are you there? Juan Sebastian, are you there? So you need to learn how to turn on and off your microphone, to mute and turn on your microphone. On the Google Hangout screen, there is an image or icon of the microphone.
No, it's active. The microphone of John, Mister.
It is? Yeah. So we don't
active.
hear you. We don't hear you, Juan Sebastian. I'm sorry. Okay, and so all the best to you. Good luck with joining the next class. Hi, Liz.
Good luck, teacher. Goodbye.
Thank you, Geoff. Thank you for
Thank
playing.
you.
Great,
Thank you,
great
sir.
Ismail. Liz, are you there? Okay, I'm going to end the class. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.